Hi folks, Oblique Planes 12 here, and in this tutorial we are going to be finding the dihedral angle, which will be somewhat familiar to us now, but the thing that will not be is that we will, in this question, we will have to find the line of intersection between the two planes, okay? Now, if I just grab two small set squares here, you know, when we talk about planes, these planes can be flat in 2D and they can extend on to infinity, okay? But what we're going to be looking at is the line of intersection between the two planes intersecting. Now, sometimes, as will be the case in this question, you will find a point out here perhaps, and a point maybe back here to help you find that line of intersection, because the planes theoretically would go on forever, but we'll just actually be interested in this specific line from here to here. Anyway, we'll kick off. So I have the planes set up there, and I have given you the measurements at the start of this video. And what we're going to do to help us find the line of intersection is we are going to go ahead and we're going to take a horizontal cut across here. And when you do so, this will generate certain points for you. 1, 2, and 3. Now that horizontal plane, the cut there, it's cutting the plane ABC and it's cutting the plane DEF, okay? So we'll just drop down our points first and make sure you're dropping down to the right line. So in terms of the plane ABC, it cut it like so, there. And in the terms of the plane DEF, it cut it here. And where the two lines will meet, will find you a point on the line of intersection. Now, as you can see in plan view, they're not meeting, okay? So that's what I was on about at the start when we were looking at those set squares. Sometimes you'll have to find a point outside of the planes. And if we extend on that guy there, that'll help us find the point S. So that's one point got. Now all we need is one other point and we'll be able to draw the line. So I'll just get a different color pen there. And we're going to take another horizontal cut in elevation. And by doing so, we'll get the points of interest 4, 5, and 6. And it's the same thing again. I'll drop down these now and find them in plan view. Now again, they don't meet, so what you'll have to do is you'll have to extend them on there until they do. And you'll get a point just outside the planes there. We'll call this guy T. Now we can draw in a line, we'll do it in orange, from T to S. Okay, so we've got points out, well, this one is outside of the planes, but what we are actually going to be interested in is only the points from here to there, because that is what's common between these two specific planes that we've been given. And we'll draw in a heavy line there. I'll call that point W this side, and we'll call this guy Z over here. So we'll just get them in elevation first. I'll just mark that in there, LOI, line of intersection. So once you get that now, we're going to do our standard procedure that we did in the last few videos. So first of all, I'm going to look in here to get a true length. Now I'm going to bring 1 point from each plane, that's all I need. I could bring the whole lot of them. So I'm going to bring A and I'm going to bring D. Now the reason I picked those two, and you could pick any, is because they're low on the elevation here. So it's going to save me this auxiliary going high and going off my page, okay? X1, Y1. And now if we mark off their heights, that'll give us the true length there now of the line of intersection. And of course we want our 2 points as well. So D in elevation has a height of 10 mil and A has a height of 5 millimeters. So the rule of geometry, if you want to see a plane as an edge view, you must have a true length line and look along it. We have a true length line that is common to both planes. So when we look along this, therefore, we will be able to see these planes as edge views. So we're going to look down along here now along the true length line. Now set up X2, Y2. Now, new view, 1 view back, 2 views back. Now the measurements are very long there. So what I'm going to throw in here is something called a datum line. I don't have to, I do actually have room enough to fit it in the page there. But it's no harm to get used to throwing in these. And just for a tip, you could put it anywhere there, as long as it's parallel to the X1, Y1 line. But I would always put it on the first point. I'll mark that DL. The reason I put it on the first point is straight away up here in this view, okay, D has no height, or has no distance back. So D is going to be there. That's one less point to measure off, and that'll buy you a few seconds in an exam. The next points, of course, are Z and W. And you always know you're measuring off the right one when it's parallel, because these guys have to be the same distance, okay, from the measuring line for you to get a point view. And now the other point we needed there was A. And we can go ahead then and join those up. And that gets us our dihedral angle, folks. So I'm going to throw up, just after this, I'm going to stop now in a moment. I'm going to put the planes colored in so it's easier for you to visualize them. But that's that question, folks. That's how you would go about finding the line of intersection between two given planes. Okay, so I hope you found that useful, folks. More videos to come. Take care. Stay safe.